like loaded dice. Lights go cold when she blinks twice. Heartbeat skipping, call it fate. She's the silence at your gate. Jawline cut like a guillotine. Got that stare that feels obscene. Painted lips, deadly kiss. Wouldn't wanna die like this. Or maybe I would. Oh no, here comes trouble. Wrapped in silk, sharp as knuckles. She's the type to make you beg while she's dancing on your neck. Killer looks, she don't miss. Beauty laced with a hitman's kiss. Venom high on cherry lips. Say your prayers, she's apocalypse. Pretty hurts, but this one burns. Touch her once, you'll never learn. She's a flame you wanna feel, so hot it kills. Yeah, she kills. Twisted smile, perfume dark. Lights a match just for the spark. Carries chaos in her grin. Wears your secrets on her skin. Laughs in red, bleeds in black. Never once looked back. Hearts obey, minds resist, but no one leaves a grip like this. She's a doll with a twist. Black laced boots and a hit list. Smile sharp, mind insane. You're just a toy in her little game. Killer looks, she don't miss. Beauty laced with a hitman's kiss. Venom high on cherry lips. Say your prayers, she's apocalypse. Pretty hurts, but this one burns. Touch her once, you'll never learn. She's a flame you wanna feel, so hot it kills. Yeah, she kills. Yeah, she kills. Yeah, she kills.
What's up? Happy motherfucking Monday. Lips, are you ever gonna learn, girl? Never gonna learn, are you? So, I'm sure that everyone has seen all the chaos that has been going on the last 2 days. And some people have said, well, Chasing, why are you just now saying this to Lips? Why didn't it bother you before? Because I didn't even know about the stupid dark web live until last week. So I have been in overdrive because I'm going to nail this bitch to the wall. And that's just all there is to it. I don't mean that literally, Lips, so don't come for me for threats and defamation. Isn't that what you said? Defamation is a thing too? Well, that's what prompted today's live, is because I think, and this is only my opinion, I think you're an idiot and you need to brush up on some vocabulary skills. Would you like me to sing it to you, Lips? You want me to use my sing-song condescending voice? So this dumb girl, right? Just little revisionist history. She threatened to put Mean Girls' kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, third cousins, animals, whoever on the dark web. Like, those were her exact words. I think they should go somewhere, maybe the dark web. Okay. I'll heard Andrew a ration of shit the other day. It's her turn, because she just thinks that she is just a wealth of information and she is sitting on all this incriminating stuff. She even said she has some incriminating pictures of me. Do tell, Lips. Do tell what kind of criminal activity you have pictures of me doing. Is it screenshots saying, I'm so baked right now? Is that what it is? So, Lips, for defamation, you have to be able to prove certain elements. You have to, one, prove that it's not true. You also have to prove that you have suffered some sort of income loss or it has affected you in some way. Well, your ass doesn't work, so there's that out the window. Then you have to prove maybe something like social isolation. You are a leper anyway. Nobody likes you anyway. So I did not cause you to have to socially isolate. You're a scrub, in my opinion. I think you're a shitty example for your children. And I think that all of your problems you have brought down upon yourself. You do all this. Did you know that even if, let's just say, that even if after this whole process is over and all of your devices and everything comes up that you are just talking a bunch of shit, it's going to be a miserable process for you. Is your husband aware of what you've gotten yourself into? Is he aware of what could possibly be coming down the pipes? Because I think you should probably let him know. I mean, after all, you guys have this amazing relationship that I'm so jealous of, right? Bitch, I am free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. I'm not jealous of your relationship. We have all seen and heard his demeanor when he has to deal with things like CPS coming to his door. I don't think it's that great there. That's just my opinion, though. So I'm not jealous of your relationship. I'm definitely not jealous of your body. In fact, Lips, that was kind of funny because I distinctly remember that once I did have to, what did you say? That bitch has to work out to lose weight? Yes, Lips. My physical well-being and my physical health is important. I'm for that. I distinctly remember you, ma'am, wanting me to send you some of my old clothes. So explain that to me. Explain how I would be jealous that you fit into my old clothes that I don't fit anymore. See, it's those dumb little statements that really don't mean anything. I mean, they're nonsense, right? It doesn't make a hill of beans to me. It has nothing to do with anything other than you're just an asshole. And that's my opinion. What else did you say I was jealous of? Oh, I'm jealous of your children. Are you kidding me? You think that me, a grown-ass 50-year-old woman, is going to be jealous of children? Am I breaking up anymore? These guys, it's so windy here. We're going to get through it. So I'm not jealous of your children. I'm not jealous of your relationship. I'm not jealous of your body. Definitely not jealous of your charming personality. So what else is there? Am I jealous of all the shit that you've gotten yourself into recently? No. Not one eensy teensy bit. Let me know if my fan is too loud for you guys. I know that half the country is freezing to death, but here it's like cold outside, but humid. It's a mess. So Lips has been going hard on Andrew lately, just outing all his dirty little secrets. The reason she's doing that isn't because she has a genuine concern for these children. It's because Lips can't stand to be called out for anything. She can't. Her touch that anytime she gets herself in trouble, this is what she does. She turns on people and all of a sudden there's all this evidence of all these crimes and child abuse, but she sits on it for months and months and months until she feels that you have done her wrong enough, and then she's going to unload. I was reading through her comments earlier, and I have to do it like under an alt account. because she has me blocked. Or maybe I have her blocked. I don't know. But I was reading through her comments, and she said something like, the reason people are being nice to Andrew now, or the reason we're not messing with him as much, is because we realize that we can't get anything. I don't know, something stupid like that. Here's the thing, Lips. I made it quite clear to Andrew the other night that although I appreciate his apology, I respect the fact that he hopped on that panel and did it, I don't accept it. Like, I'm not okay with him. I will never accept that apology or even get to a point where I can consider it until this process is over. Once he is cleared, and I know for a fact that none of my kids' pictures ever reached his hands or left his hands and went anywhere else, then I can begin working on accepting his apology. He is the only one that seems even remotely concerned about what could happen. Because by you threatening to put anyone's children or any adults on the dark web, you're not only putting their families at risk. Do you realize the risk you're putting your family in? And I'm not talking about anyone sending anyone to your house, because that hasn't happened. Once again, you're full of shit. Nobody has been sending anyone to your house. Otherwise, your ass would be online posting videos trying to prove it, because that's what you do. Do you realize that your whole world could be thrown into upheaval? And that means it doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone in your household. And you know what, Lips? This isn't me doing this to you. You did this. You have guardianship over. You did this because you don't know when to keep your big fat mouth shut. And it's always been this way. There's a reason you don't go on your own channel to do this. There's a reason, because you're a leech. You like suck people in, and I don't know how, because it's not like you're some great person to be around. You're a bitch. And I will say this, actually. You are a bitch. Always be. You have no sense of self. You have no morals. You have no boundaries whatsoever. You are just as guilty at trying to make money off the back of a missing child, and you failed at it. You failed miserably. You were ousted from the true crime community. Nobody wanted anything to do with you. Hang on, let me move to a better spot. Nobody wanted anything to do with you. You kept going through the whole course of that case, talking about all this information you had. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because this is not a channel about sons, not but you're a lot. And you have nothing going for you other than a box full of troubles. And they are growing exponentially at high speed of rate, because you can't even gather yourself enough and say, you know what, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have never said that I was going to do anything with anyone's pictures. Is that better? Better? So it's not any of our faults if you're in trouble. And I know that you want to keep attacking all of us, and you keep making all these posts, because I'm not letting up on you. And I am well within my legal rights to be doing everything I do. You attacked my kids, not just mine. And I'm not just speaking for me. This is on behalf of everyone in that chat. And it's on behalf of all the people who may have left that brainworms gave all their doxes to Andrew. This isn't your first round with all this. It's like all of you in that little social circle are freaks. I don't know why you act the way you act. You are grown ass adults and you're setting examples for future generations. We already went over this on Friday. And just like I told Andrew, your ignorance of the law isn't going to get you out of this. Did you know that I can also sue you for harassment on behalf of my kids? If you have actually sent their pictures anywhere, did you know I can do that? If you post them anywhere, I can sue you for harassment. I don't know all of the laws in your state, but I have taken it upon myself to educate myself so that, unlike you, I am not just talking out of my ass. Did you know that by agreeing with someone who says chasing's all messed up? See, the way that's worded, that's as a fact, right? Lips, you said that, yeah, that's why she always has glasses on, never cams up, and wears 100 filters. One, I don't know how to layer filters. Two, I wear glasses because I can't see. Three, my home is my sanctuary, and I would like to keep it that way. I used to cam up all the time, dum-dum. Go back and look. If you want to know what I look like without one filter, go look on my page. You know it's there. You see me, dummy. The Mean Girls chat. You don't want to say that. You know, I could hit you with that too for defamation if you want to get technical. But how about this, Lips? Since you're so hell-bent on trying to annihilate my character, why don't we do this? You send me $169. I will then take that $169 and I will go get an 11-panel test just to prove you wrong. I wouldn't worry off that. Let's be honest, you're not sending me $109. I'm not sending the bill. So if we ever make it to a courtroom and you request that of me, gladly. That's how confident I am that you are on way more substances than just the weed I might smoke. Your little yellow chiclets for teeth says that there might be an issue, in my opinion. How did you get guardianship of children? You're going to have to make aware that all of this is going on and why it's going on. Are you aware that you could in fact lose guardianship of them? So that's a pretty crap thing to do, to put those kids in a situation where they could potentially have to go to another horrible situation because you can't shut the fuck up long enough to stop causing problems for people. I'm going to do my best not to break up. I don't know. I can just stand right next to my router. Is she calling to that woman? See, she never, like, if she told anyone in the Mean Girls chat the entire story about that, I didn't pay attention to it. And she says that she had told the chat a long time ago about all the stuff that was going on with Andrew. Again, I must not have paid attention to it. Hang on, Judah. Go outside. I must not have paid attention because I don't remember. And I'm not really one to want to know all the details that goes on in everyone's personal lives either. That's their business. When did everyone get so, like, they feel like they have to know every little thing about people? Like, unless you're messing with me directly in my orbit, I don't care what you're doing in your life. I don't care what you did 10 years ago. You're not affecting me. I don't have to look at you on a daily basis. I don't have to come in contact with you. But when you start inserting yourself into my life, if you do something to me or you do something to wrong my children, and we might come into a little contact with each other. Now, you also said that people come to see me, right? Isn't that what you said? It won't be you coming, but you'll send someone. I think you even mentioned you were going to send Griff. Send him. Send whoever you want to. Because I've already told you that if someone shows up here, I will defend the things that I love, and I will do everything in my power to make sure you are held responsible for sending them here. I will let that victim's family go after you for everything they can get, which probably won't be much. Grubby, I don't either. She said that she explained it all, and we've all known for months. But my guess is, hey, Ruby, hey to everyone coming in. I know I skipped hellos today. It's been a busy day. She said that she told all of us, and she got mad when people were calling her out because, she posted those screenshots. And she's like, I've been sitting on this for months. Well, okay, now you put it out there. But she's trying to shift the blame, saying that we all knew of Andrew's living conditions and things that were going on with his kids, and we sat on it too. That's just kind of how she operates. Like, she can never be in anything just on her own. She can't handle it. She can't handle the pressure on her own. And that's why, like, I know Dippy's probably pissed at me, or Dippy, or whatever the fuck her name is. I don't know. I think she's kind of irritated with me because I keep bringing her name up. And the reason I keep bringing your name up, ma'am, is because you have admitted to having these private conversations with Lips. And I'm not saying that you are doing anything wrong. Let's get that straight. I don't want anyone to think that I or anyone else, well, I can't speak for everyone, but I am not under the impression that she has anything to do with any of the criminal aspect of it. I just think that, you are in a circle with this chick who has said she's going to do all this stuff. And because of that, it has to be assumed that she has had conversations with you about it, possibly, or that she has shown you pictures or video or whatever. And Lips, quit trying to act like the pictures and videos and stuff posted in that chat were anything nefarious. It was like Easter egg hunts, beauty pageant, school days, pictures, random stuff that moms share with each other when they're proud of their children. So I'm not saying that Dippy has anything to do with it, but it is possible that you have now put yourself in the line of fire to have to answer some questions. I'm sure there'll be simple questions. I'm sure it'll be things like, has Miss Lips shared anything with you, like pictures of anyone else's family members? Have you ever had any conversations with her about this? Do you know in line with the capabilities to do this? Just standard questions. I had heard, I'm going to tell you something, Mama Bear. A couple of months ago, well, not a couple of months ago, it was way longer than that. It was like beginning of summer, maybe, before all this stuff happened. Crystal been, all that stupid information about me being Kelly Bustos and a fake Fed and blah, 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 blah. Well, Liz was like sending me all these messages, and I think she said something similar to that. But the story, of course, she was trying to tell me, and I would have to go back and look, because just like with everything she wrote, I only half-assed read it, because it was just, I'm not in true crime anymore. I don't have anything to do with any of those people. I never had anything to do with Summer's case, never worked on it, never covered it. It's just not worth it to me. But she was trying to stoke the fire. Like, she wanted me to go over there and rage at Crystal, and I did. A couple of times I did go over there and talk crap because there was nothing else going on, and I'm just petty like that sometimes. So yeah, I've heard a little bit about that, but I mean, this is what I have come to learn with Lips. You have to listen to what she says and take 99.9% of it with a grain of salt. honestly, you probably take 99.9% of it and just throw it in the trash because it's not true anyway. Now, Lips at any time is welcome to come talk directly to me. See, that's another thing. Andrew had the cojones to like talk to me directly, but you don't. You refuse to even get on your own channel and go live and address anything, which is probably a good thing that you don't, because I don't see it helping your situation. Plus, I like the fact that you keep putting everything in writing because that makes my life so much easier. Lips. I don't know what kind of bug you have up your ass, but I can also tell you that you made a big deal about, oh, Chasing just thinks she knows everything and she has to be the first one to get Ernie on her panel. Ernie approached me, dipshit. I didn't go looking for him and say, oh my God, I gotta get him on my panel. That never happened. He needed to go live. He wanted to go live and let everyone know what was going on. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. You can come on my channel. And the funny thing is that day that he came on there is the very day that you were like being sneaky. So, I mean, she could literally come up here and just be like, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. You're right. It was wrong of me to say. I didn't mean it. I never had any intentions of doing that. I don't even know people with that capability. You know, just admit that you're full of shit. Andrew did. Why can't you, Lips? You're supposed to be this big badass, right? That has all this information. Why aren't you such a badass now? Why can't you come have a little chat? She is going to rage post. Let her rage post. What she'll do is she'll pick out something silly. Like the other night, okay? Dippy was live. I went in there and I got blocked. And, you know, I'm sure most of you read my post. It wasn't completely lost on me. And I saw the irony that the mother of a missing child is the one that blocked me, the mother of children that someone threatened to put on the dark web. To me, that just seems in poor taste. Like, that's not a good look. It's not a good look, first of all, that the mother of a missing child is like just not even grief stricken at this point. I would be devastated still, even after all this time. You know, I can't see how people that's another woman that I know for a fact has not had an easy life. But I make no apologies about the way I feel and the way I think. I think that the mother of that child knows where she is. Sorry, I said it. Lips, I think you might have a good idea too. After all, you are the one that said you could solve the case. Yeah, she is trash. So she blocked me. Candace Wells blocked me. And I wasn't even being mean. All things considered, I could be a lot meaner than I have been because I'm pissed. And I'm going to be pissed for a while. Because even up to right now, this chick is still talking about this and trying to act like she hasn't done anything wrong and blame everyone else but her. She never takes accountability for anything. Nothing. I've never seen Lips take accountability for anything. And now she's like, now it's come up that it's possible that there is someone else that could have received pictures from that chat and all this crap. And until I know more, I'm not going to, if someone else wants to put it on. I personally am not going to, because I don't know for a fact if she is involved with anything. So That's why I am holding off. And Lips, I will get my hands on that Jeffy video. I know you think it's harmless, but don't worry. I will not upload it or share it because your child is in it. That's how that works. But I think that that video is a very big piece to this puzzle. And I think it paints a picture. It complements the picture you're already painting of yourself. I heard Lips say, "Why don't you bitches keep it on YouTube? Keep it on YouTube, bitches." Ma'am, do you realize what a contradiction that is? Keep it on YouTube, and this is the one. This is the one threatening to do all this stuff, threatening to send people to other people's houses. Lips, you know that you would never, ever, ever, not one single time, be able to prove that I personally have ever sent anyone to your house, authority or not. You won't be able to prove it because it's never happened. So all of these stupid threats that you're making against me, you will not win. Her face is a contradiction, allegedly. I don't know what her big issue with me is because I haven't messed with this girl. I didn't like her from the jump. I thought she was messy and careless and reckless and just very scatterbrained and all over the place. I thought that true crime definitely was not the place for her. I could tell in the way she was handling Summer's case, it wasn't, her heart wasn't in it. Her desire to be noticed and recognized in a public arena is what was at the center of it. That's what drove her. Well, thank you, Nick. And I am not by any means saying that I am the most beautiful person in the world. I mean, we have all seen me at my worst. Okay. Everyone loves to talk about the 4-year-old baby. But Lips, that's my whole ass face on the screen, dipshit. I'm not jealous of you in any way, shape, or form. I'm definitely not jealous of the legal troubles and the hassle that you are about to be in the middle of. And let me tell you, when it comes to things like this, when it comes to cybercrime, that's a slow moving boat. There is no speedy process because it is so complex. And because you have people like you who, after they have made all these threats, then make all these claims that they have ditched devices and bought new phones. And so, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. And I don't know. I don't know that I will ever forgive you. Even if you're cleared of everything, I don't think I'll ever forgive you. And I'm a forgiving person. I am a very forgiving person. But I don't think I can forgive this. You are supposed to be in true crime, remember? I mean, I don't think you're anywhere now except in the middle of your bed. But how can you so willingly just make open threats against children like that? How does it roll off your tongue so easily? What Mean Girls and pictures? Tell me about it, Crybaby. Because remember, I wasn't in the Mean Girls as long as some of the other people. So anything that happened before I got there, I know nothing about. I think that anyone should be doing any of that shit to anyone's children, but nobody ever bothered to ask me my opinion. But I'm not here to fight everyone's battles either, Crybaby. How often do you see me going live just all about defending someone else? It doesn't happen. I mean, I agree with that, crybaby. Nobody's pictures, nobody's children's pictures should ever be sent anywhere. I don't care who it is. I mean, I would like to know whose photo was sent around. If someone's going to make a claim of something happening and say that I have knowledge of it, then refresh my memory. And that goes for anyone. If anyone ever posts your children's pictures anywhere, even if it's just on a social media platform, I know that there's like a gray area. A lot of people think, oh, well, once it's out on social media, it's fair game. No, actually, it's not. Each social media platform actually has its own rules and regulations when it comes to stuff like that. Plus, it's just tacky. Why would you want to get someone else's child's picture and one, save it to your phone to be used at a later date? That's just fucking nuts. I do trust the friends that I'm with. And you know what? That's usually how it works with me. Until you do something to break my trust, I'm going to trust you. I don't live in a constant state of paranoia. First of all, I'm a very hard person to get to know, very easy to get along with once you know me. I just openly start, sharing my family with complete strangers right out the gate. I have to warm up to people. So I'm sorry that there are some people in this community that have had bad experiences with people that I'm friends with, but all I can say to that is when you were alongside the people, you were doing bad things too. So, I mean, this whole idea that anyone has clean hands and have, no. It's just that not all of our hands are dirty doing the same things. Just like this whole shit about the terminated channel. Come on. Everybody was jumping for joy when shit was happening to Nick's channel. Everyone thinks that she should be terminated on the daily. There's a possibility that one of my channels could end up gone one day. It happens. That's why I always try to keep in mind that whatever I do to someone could possibly come back on me. So I genuinely, like I say, try to stay on the right side of wrong. See, I don't even know what you're talking about right now, crybaby. So it might have been before my time. This sucks. Like, I'm going to be honest. My mama heart breaks for the children who are going to have to go through some turmoil throughout this. That's what you have to think of, Lips, before you do something. And I can agree with that, crybaby. I think that but shit happens. I can't change what other people do. I'm not going to take responsibility for what other people do. Nobody in the Mean Girls chat has to come to and ask my permission before they do anything. They don't have to run it by me. I don't ask them to. It's not some big plan. And yes, there's going to be things that one of them might do sometimes that may not be something I would have done myself. But I can only control me. And the same goes with all of you, right? All of you on that opposing side across that imaginary line of YouTube. It's the same over there. I don't know why everyone, you think that wherever you're sitting, you're in the land of do no wrong and everyone in your circle is completely innocent too. And that's just not the case. it's hysterical to watch sometimes because it just goes back and forth and back and forth. It's like freaking ping pong or something. And the shit doesn't change from one side of the street to the other. It's just a different group of people. Shit. I'm not even gonna like. I'm just gonna sit back and watch that shit. Okay, crybaby. While you're in here, I have a question for you. Why is it, okay, since we're talking about me picking and choosing things that I'll call out, why is it that people over there who don't even know me want to hold me responsible and hate me because I choose to get along with Nick? I mean, everything. It really, at the end of the day, none of this shit matters. None of this YouTube crap matters. Life is short. I don't want to be fighting with people all the time. I don't have the energy for it. I have spent most of my life fighting with people, and I don't want to do it anymore. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about me. I know who I am. I'm a good person. I'm not out here doing shady shit. If you don't like me, I don't care. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm not going to cry about it. I don't need any more friends. It's just funny. It's funny to me how everyone walks around with their head in the clouds like they do no wrong. And everyone's always talking about, oh, the hypocrisy. Oh, the hypocrisy. Jeez. That's what YouTube is. It's just a big cesspool of hypocrisy. We all have our shit, right? That we've gone through, that we're dealing with, that we're struggling with, things that we're sad about, mad about, angry about, upset. We all have our shit. We're all human. The sooner that everyone realizes that and quits putting themselves up on a pedestal like they do no fucking wrong, then maybe there might be a little more tolerance of each other. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. I don't drink coffee, but the other, yeah, I have to deal with this crap around here every day. I didn't want to have to be dealing with all this dark web shit. Oh, wait, let me see. What does. Hold on. Yeah, honestly, Andrew, you and Lips, if you guys have something on each other, this is your time to correct that. Like, don't listen how to use at a later date. I agree with that, crybaby. Don't blindly follow anyone. Always be on alert. But damn, I just feel like people need to lighten up a little bit. It's really not that deep. It really isn't. People are going to laugh. People are going to make fun. They're going to make content out of certain things. Until you cross the line of actually inflicting harm on someone, like, just have a little common decency when you're dealing with people or going after them. But getting back to what I was saying about Andrew, this is the time. If you have anything that you think needs to be brought to someone's attention regarding Lips, then I encourage you to do that. Not because I want you to like pile on her on my behalf or on the Mean Girls' behalf, but just because it's the right thing to do. If you seriously now in a day just to post it up and say, look what they buy with their food stamps. I don't give a fuck what you buy. I think it's very unhealthy choices, but hey. It's just ridiculous. I mean, if everyone could just take a step back, just take a step back for a damn second, okay? Take me out of the equation. Take the fact that it's Mean Girls kids and grandkids out of the equation, and just look at it from the standpoint of there's a freaking lunatic that is threatening to send pictures of children to the dark web because she got her feelings hurt after she got booted out of the Mean Girls chat for running her mouth and being an idiot. Is this really the level that shit needs to get to? And then you evaluate your actions, right? Because that's all any of us can control. And then make sure that your actions are not doing anything to push things into that situation. I mean, we all have a personal responsibility on this platform. And I know a lot of people were, well, not a lot of people, but a few people were trying to say, well, once you post, that's not how it works. It's weird. It's friggin' weird that you would even think to want to post someone else's picture somewhere. I don't have not one picture in my phone of anyone else's children. If we are out somewhere, if my daughter goes to a birthday party or if we're out at a park, if we're anywhere and she wants me to take a picture of her with her friends, you know what? I don't even do that without asking the parents' permission first. And then I make sure I send a copy of that picture to the parent immediately. But I really don't have any pictures on any of my devices of anyone else's children. Yeah, the whole, like, I don't have a leader. I have a friend. And my friend used to be a lot of y'all's friend too. Go live today. I feel about you involved. Like, it's to the point now where unless there is something concrete that can back everything up, like, I'm having to put it on the back burner. I do think that that is a very important factor, especially, you know, since I'm cool with him. I hang out over there. I'm not going to hate everybody that everyone thinks I should. I'm going to be wrapping up soon because I was just ready. Lipson's going to show up. I said, hey, party. She's not going to. And that is just very strange that this chick has admitted to needing another hard drive because she has so much stuff stored on her computer and on her phone that's YouTube related. Like, she doesn't do content anymore. She doesn't cover cases. There's no reason that if you're not actively researching something and gathering facts or gathering things to use as productive content, there's no reason you should have all those screenshots and recordings and all of that stuff. It's just odd to me. I mean, am I like crazy for thinking that that's crazy? Does anyone else have that problem? Is there anyone who is not allegedly a gamer who just has 157 devices full of screenshots, recordings, and pictures of other people's family members? Maybe I'm the weird one because I don't have all that. Hey, please. She's beyond strange, Golden Grace, and that's my opinion only. Like, she got so pissed off at me. This is why she came after me. It's because I wanted her to stop attacking other people's families. And I knew that I had never done anything to her. Like, there was nothing I've ever done to her that would justify whatever she did to me. So, yeah, I said, you know what? Come talk about me. But that bitch took it next level, and that's where she messed up. So I'm going to take it next level because I don't back down when it comes to anyone's kids. And you know what? Maybe if people weren't such assholes to me, maybe I would put a little effort into defending some other kids too. I think all the situations that involved retaliation against someone's children, I think it's all fucked up. But this is where we're at. This is what it's come to, everyone. And nobody can point the finger at anyone and say it's all your fault, because in some way, shape, or form, we have all poked each other and prodded each other and pushed and pushed and pushed. And now, this is where it's got us. I had no problem saying that, because that's the harsh reality of it. We have all let hatred and just bullshit get to the point to where it's fucking comical at this point. Not comical in the sense that the shit that happens is funny. That's not what I'm saying. It's comical that this is real life. It makes me wonder, like, are all social media platforms a clusterfuck like this corner of YouTube? I know TikTok is a strange place. Exactly, flies. Like, who? I would never even think to say something like that. And the dog totally has the zoomies right now. Can you hear him running? He's crazy. Yeah, I would never think to do anything like that. Like, it has never even crossed my mind to say that I would do anything that, I didn't even want to have to take the steps that I've taken in this situation. But it's not just about me this time. She can try to walk it back all she wants to and say that we knew that she was talking about our pictures, even my pictures, dum-dum. You don't have my permission to post those anywhere. And like, with all the technology now, you could take my avatar right now and go make some questionable ass picture and upload it. Don't do it, because I will come after you with gusto. Just sit there and say that, oh, there's all these videos you might be interested in, Andrew. You're sick, Lips. You're fucking sick. You're sick. Like, really, is it worth it sometimes when you, in the grand scheme of things, all right? And I'm not picking on Katie, so don't cry about it. But I'm just going to use this as an example. When it gets to the point where you have pissed someone off so bad that they just snatch your channel while you're getting your beauty sleep, don't you think it's time for some self-evaluation? Because when I heard that against my children, I did self-evaluation. And I thought, have I ever done anything to this woman or anyone in her immediate circle that warrants this happening? No, I haven't. And when I'm very open when I talk shit about people. If, I'm sure Lips has shared screenshots from the chat. I have a mouth on me. It's no secret. But I don't talk any more shit than anyone else. And I think that's that way with all of us across the board, right? It's to the point where we're starting to point fingers at each other and say, you talk more shit than I do. That's when it's time to quit, really, because that's when you're just acting like 5-year-olds and nitpicking stuff to be mad at each other about. Imagine how peaceful it would be if just leave each other alone. I can move around in all these chats and not have any issues because if I don't like someone, I don't have to say shit to them. I ignore people all day, every day that I might not care for anymore. And it's not that I strongly dislike them. It's not that they've done anything to me. It's just that when I decided that I was going to stay and be a part of the chat that I had just recently become a part of when everything turned to shit, then all of a sudden I'm a bad person. I just ignore those people. They quit talking to me. That's on them. I don't have to go out of my way to mess with them or make their life difficult. Yeah, Andrew, I go live like once or twice a month. Except I'll probably go live more this week just for funsies. I don't know. Like, I don't have the answer. Lip thinks that I think that I know everything. No, I don't know everything. I know a lot of things. And, freaking just a little self-respect and common decency. I mean, I know I can sit here and say, oh, I don't give a shit what people think. Everybody cares a little bit what people think. And when you're out here just saying shit to say shit, like that one guy, he's probably sitting in the bushes. He has a crush on me. Like, that's just foul as fuck, dude. Stop talking shit about me. You don't know anything about me, ass munch. That's another thing that always gets to me is you see these people who have struggled with issues in the past, right? We all know what I'm talking about. That's how what makes me question whether or not someone has truly successfully worked a program to deal with their issue. Because anyone who has successfully put everything into working a program and who is serious about their recovery and their sobriety would not be running around talking so much shit and accusing so many people of shit that they don't know anything about. But I don't have to prove myself to any of you because I know. I mean, my behavior, my demeanor, the way I carry myself is a pretty good indicator that you need to find something else to troll with that one guy. I don't care if you talk shit to me or troll me. I don't care. Just don't be such a fucking dick when you don't know what you're talking about. How about that? I think it's just time that we all grow the fuck up a little bit, honestly. Lord knows I could. I have my moments. I don't know. I don't know what's going to change. I know that Lips, you fucked up, girl. Big time. And I'm all about, I know how process and procedure goes. I know, that if you do certain things, then they'll be a little more lenient. I think Andrew has kind of gotten to the point where he is reconciled to the fact that he could be in some shit. And the more he cooperates, now don't be sending me anything. I don't want any of your stuff. It'll all come out in the wash eventually. Why not? I know this is a crazy idea, right? Why not face that problem head on? Go ahead and go to your department, your agency, wherever, and say, look, I said this online. I've got some people, some mama bears that are pissed at me. They're taking action. I would like to voluntarily talk this with you. Tell what you need for me, my devices. What do you need? because at the end of the day, sometimes you got to help yourself. Now, do I think that my little YouTube situation here is going to take priority over all the huge crimes that people are dealing with? No, that's why I said it could be a process. Hold on. Is that better? Oh, Mean Beans. Mean Beans came to play us a song. Mean Beans must not be a parent. Let me see if any questions in the chat. It could be Gypsy. She has always been one to do things to get attention. I think that's just in her nature. I think it's my opinion that maybe she didn't get a, there's so many factors that go into why people do the things they do. So many factors. It's fucking cold out here, you guys. I'm gonna have to go inside. Which means I am gonna go watch Empire Records, I think. Yeah. Yep. You don't have to be a parent. Like, it's just, I wouldn't even think that that would be something that you would have to explain to people. You would think that people would just understand why that might upset someone. But we have people like Mean Beans that just, it's always going to be a joke. Everything's going to be a joke to them. They're only in their little bubble where they are the only thing they're concerned about. If that. I don't even know who the fuck Mean Beans is. There's a good chance they don't even know who the fuck I am. So, hey. All right, you guys. We're going to go live again. I'm going to milk the shit out of this three-stringer child because y'all know me. I'm low budget as hell. I don't pay for shit like that. Money is better spent elsewhere. If you guys want to give me $1 or $2, you don't have to. Both girls' birthdays are tomorrow. Lips, why don't you tell them happy birthday, you bitch? Got one that's going to be 21 and one that's going to be 12. And if I find their pictures anywhere, Lips, oh, girl. I probably won't sue you for harassment on behalf of my children, though, because you don't have shit to get. And it's the principle of the matter. I just want you to feel the sting of your actions. I don't care if you go to prison for a long time. I just want you to know. I want you to get that smack on the hand that lets you know that you need to act right. Quit worrying about this shit. None of this matters. Worry about those kids. Worry about being a good mother. I'm definitely not jealous of your kids. My kids are doing great. One's going to school to be a pediatric dental hygienist, which is all the more reason I should be pissed, right? Because a picture ending up on someplace like the dark web could ruin her career before it ever even got started. Do you think that I want my 12-year-old to work her ass off because she is an honor student? Do you think I want her to work her ass off to get through school, get through college, only to apply for her dream job? And their HR department has come across pictures online that were fabricated over YouTube crap? Hell to the no. Shouldn't be fucking with kids' futures like that. Anybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you're my mortal enemy. No children deserve that. Flashing boobies in the chat. All right, you guys. I'm freezing. I'm going to go inside. Maybe we'll do this same time tomorrow. Mean Beans, come on over. Play us a little ditty. Everyone have an amazing day. Even those of you I don't get along with, how I was like, "But fuck you."
My friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden. Why'd you come? You knew you should have. You don't know the half of the truth. Try to warn you just to stay away. Just to stay away. Welcome to the room of people who are rooms of people that they loved one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You love another psychopath sitting next to you. You love another murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. And after all I've said, please don't forget.